So hi, my name's Josh,
And my name's Lewis.
and we're Infinite Vibrations. We are a musicians entrepreneur agency on a mission to empower musicians through independence.
We provide a range of support services to develop the professional skills of emerging musicians, enabling them to pursue successful independent careers in the music industry.
So yeah, Infinite Vibrations was founded in March 2018 by myself and Lewis, and we met during our first year at university, and we were put in a student flat by chance, didn't know each other beforehand, and then 2 years down the line, something beautiful has come out of it, really.
Yeah, I mean, we started in March 2018, and the whole core reason behind doing this was we were struggling musicians ourselves. You know, we wanted to release music, but didn't exactly know how to or have the confidence to do it. And we'd seen many of our friends struggle with releasing music and having a career in music and making money from your music, not just having it as a hobby, but having it as a career. So that was the key problem. So the solution was to create Infinite Vibrations, create a platform for musicians so they can learn the music business skills, learn the music industry, so that they can navigate it and ultimately monetize their careers. So that was the reason why we founded Infinite Vibrations, purely out of our love for music and the reason that we just wanted to provide support networks for musicians so that they could thrive, because the arts is so important, and music itself, you know, it's a key motivator in everybody's life. Everybody wakes up in the morning thinking or remembering a song, having it stuck in their head. And it's the arts, for me personally, that I'd say motivate us in life, that give us an incentive to do the things we enjoy. So being able to, you know, empower musicians and provide them with the support, guidance and resources to have a career in music, to make their dreams come true, and to satisfy my needs of helping other people, then it's just a win-win for us, really.
The independent music industry is on the rise. It's projected to cover 9% of the global music industry by the end of 2020. And that's like, 9%. Oh, it's 9%. But that's actually a hell of a lot. And it's grew 30% year on year, which means that independent musicians, there's more of them, it's growing. And we see that as a market that we want to help, as well as helping musicians who perhaps want to be signed. Like, we're not excluding those people, because if you want to be signed, we can help you get signed by being professional and making yourself more attractive to record labels. But the independent musicians is something that we're deeply passionate about, and something that I'd say we focus on quite a lot of time. And I think the future of music is independent. Like, that is what I wholeheartedly believe.
You can literally control all of your marketing efforts, all of your business management from your laptop now. You don't even have to leave your home. So it's empowered musicians. This is created a new industry, which we're calling or coining as the rise of the independent music industry. Sounds very Star Warsy.
But, well, I mean, we're both avid Star Wars fans, so that's maybe where it comes from.
But yeah, we're going to the shift now of the independent music industry. You know, long gone are the days of the superior record labels who rule the roost, who
Hollywood
make the
stardom.
We're going into a new industry now, where musicians have to manage themselves on their own terms. Labels are no longer looking for artists to just pick up because of their good music. They're looking for other assets now. They want to see someone who has success in being an independent musician, who has the skills to promote themselves and to monetize their career. That's really what's attractive to labels and whatnot now. So even if you do want to be signed nowadays, you still need to pursue that independent career and begin developing them entrepreneurial skills so that you can monetize your career.
Yeah, in terms of what we do, why we do it, and what we're so passionate about. Yeah, independent musicians, independent music, and the future of the industry for working musicians. Overall, I'd say we prepare musicians for a working world.
Yeah, we're trying to alleviate the pressures of self-employment within being a musician. So yeah, we're trying to make the journey easier for independent musicians. Well, I'm quite local anyway. I'm from Todmorden, which is near Hebden Bridge, towards Halifax way. So this was my local uni, but I wanted to come to Huddersfield because it's such a multicultural place. It was such an inviting place when I came down. You know, it was full of life and joy, and I love the university. That was another huge factor. But as we come to Huddersfield and began to, we're both avid music lovers, as you can tell. But as we met each other when we come to the University of Huddersfield and put in the same student halls, we began to explore the Huddersfield music scene and was pleasantly surprised with how vibrant it was. How
Remember when we used to go to Small Seeds
yes,
in first
exactly.
year? Yeah.
Amazing. Small Seeds, Northern Quarter, Otso, Parish.
When Otso was still there. Bring Otso back. Hashtag bring Otso back.
All right. Well, yeah, Huddersfield is such a vibrant place. It's such a multicultural place. You know, it's got reggae roots. There is no genre I can't think that isn't produced.
Doesn't have some ties to Huddersfield.
And there's some brilliant music recording studios. There's brilliant facilities for musicians in Huddersfield.
Basement, Vibration Studios, GN Studios, even the GDPA Cafe has got a studio which they're using to help like smaller up and coming acts, like from people from college and stuff, which I think is a good, helps people get into music. But yeah, go on, Lewis.
Well, yeah, overall, Huddersfield is just a cultural hub of the North, and I don't think it's expressed enough. It needs to be raved and shouted about more because there's so much cultural richness in Huddersfield. It's just rich with arts and just expression. It's brilliant. I really like Huddersfield. As for music in Kirklees 2023, I'm super excited for what you guys have got in store. The promotion that I have seen, I'm feeling very optimistic about what's to come. And with your support, I mean, hopefully we can collaborate together and really push this independent music industry in Huddersfield in helping promote it to rise and make people aware that there is more opportunity out there and that people can advance with their careers through the support of the council, which is absolutely invaluable. So yeah, I feel very optimistic and very grateful and thankful that this investment's been made by our council.
The rise of the independent music industry has been fast-forwarded or fast-tracked by COVID because musicians are being forced to adapt and employ things that they would do as an independent musician.
Yeah, it's been a catalyst in making musicians work independently on their own terms. We've had to adapt and overcome. We've seen the live music scene completely die, literally. All festivals cancelled, all shows cancelled. There is no live music. I haven't been to a gig since March, February time.
It was our gig. It was our launch night, which was the last gig.
That was the last
gig.
Like
in February 28th.
Yeah, so
honestly, it's been a while.
It's been it has really, really been terrible for musicians in terms of generating an income for themselves. Everybody has struggled. However, if we're looking at the positives, we've seen many people overcome these monetizing their careers through doing live streams on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, in charging people to attend these live streams. We've seen people like Dead Wax, who are a local band in Huddersfield. They've been creating lockdown sessions, they've turned them. And these are cover videos of songs that they like. But again, it's made people create more content to engage with their audience. So I wouldn't say financially musicians have suffered, but I think in the long run, it's going to benefit because the skills that they've had to learn through lockdown will be so
applicable
useful
after lockdown.
Yeah, it's so useful when it comes to re-entering the live music scene. People are going to be much better at promoting themselves, managing themselves, marketing themselves, and running their business as a whole. It's giving people an opportunity to work on their music and get projects ready in the firing line for when COVID is over, for when we can get the ball rolling again and get the industry back on its legs.
Short-term, financial impact, venues shutting down, terrible for the industry. Long-term, there's a lot of positives that have come out of it.
Yeah, I think it's leveled the playing field now.
Yes, that's the word.
It's now created a flat platform for musicians with equal opportunity who now have their head screwed on, know exactly what direction they want to take their career, much more skills to apply to their careers, and ultimately it's going to open up a lot more opportunities for musicians in moving forward with their careers.
It's basically shook up the market, and now like people are rearranging themselves in the market, and there's new opportunities for musicians because of that.
Yeah,
which I think is a good thing because the music industry has needed a shake-up or a reform for a little while now, as I'm sure a lot of musicians would agree. So yeah.
Hopefully, though, conclusion would be we are due for a cultural revolution, so we should boom after this. That's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. We're gonna make it happen.
I think in terms of the COVID impact, we've been quite lucky. Like we've had an influx of clients inquiring to get us to seek advice and guidance, because there's lots of musicians who don't know what to do during this time. And we've offered free half an hour careers consultancy to musicians to help them decide on the best next steps to move their career forward. And that's been a really positive thing for us in being able to help musicians during this time.
So we got nominated for the Santander Entrepreneur Awards. We actually took Infinite Vibrations. We both took a gap year last year to do a
placement year, not a gap year.
Not a gap year, yeah, a placement year at the University of Huddersfield. They provide an entrepreneurship placement year where you get to work on your own business with support from a business team, which has been invaluable, like so helpful in developing the business in this new version of the Musicians Entrepreneur Agency, where we're really trying to provide support and solutions for musicians. But yeah, as of a whole, the Santander Entrepreneur Awards, the semi-finals take place between the 21st and the 23rd, and the finals on the 29th.
Yeah.
Overall, I think there was 2,000 businesses who applied to attend and be shortlisted. And we was lucky enough to be one of the 80 businesses to be put through for the Santander Awards.
Which is a crazy feeling.
Yeah, to represent the University of Huddersfield, which is absolutely still mind blown.
Like I'm very humbled to have been put forward for it, but I'm also like, it's also a big pat on the back for all the work we did previous. And it's really exciting.
It is. We've we've worked on Infinite Vibrations now for going on 3 years in March. It'll be
3 years next March, yeah.
And we've done this, 8 hours a day, pretty much 4 days a week with no pay, just to try and provide something. So to actually get a return now and see some reward from what we're doing, to have and be told that we're succeeding, it means more than money.
Genuinely,
it's an achievement, one that I can take to the grave with me.
Yeah.
And to be able to say that we're representing the University of Huddersfield,
it's
words
mental.
Can't describe.
It's mental. Like, we just want to do the best we can and represent Huddersfield in the best way, in the best, most positive, constructive manner we can. And like, I'm buzzing about it. Like, it's really exciting. Yeah. And plus, like, aside from just like the final and the competition aspect of it, like meeting other new businesses, and we've been doing an accelerator course, which is like a load of workshops in these past couple of months. And like, they have been so constructive for the business in learning new things like marketing tactics and loads of business development and business wares. But like meeting other businesses and learning about all this new stuff, what Santander's offered us has been massively constructive aside from the competition. And then you bring the competition into it, and you bring the prize into it, the 30 grand and a paid intern. It's like, it's crazy.
It's crazy to be in this position, and we're going to do our very best to not let Huddersfield down. We're working on this every minute of the day to try and ensure that we, represent Huddersfield to the best of our ability. So
we're going to smash this. Like,
we're guaranteed to smash
Guaranteed.
This.
We're going to smash this. So,
So very optimistic, incredibly thankful, and going to take it to my grave. So
would just like to genuinely mention the Enterprise team at the Enterprise Placement Year at uni for being absolute G's. The people over at that team are brilliant. If you have a business idea, if you want to pursue self-employment, go and see. He's called Phil. Go see Phil. Phil's a cool guy.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
We really want to alleviate the pressures of self-employment within the music industry. We want to streamline the process of monetizing your music career and provide the knowledge, resources, and facilities to enable musicians to have a successful career.
That's our main goal, to streamline self-employment within the music industry and help musicians to monetize their careers. Because if you want to be a full-time musician, it's sometimes it's a bit taboo to talk about the money. But if you want to be a full-time musician, you need to consider the money aspect of it. And to be a full-time musician, you need to earn at least a living wage. And that's what we want to help musicians get from A to B, earn a living wage, and have music as their full-time career. Because, if you can write music for your living, that's the dream. Like, we've all had it. Like, I'm a musician, you're a musician. Like, we want to make our own music too. And I guess part of this is Infinite Vibrations is learning how to do it ourselves, but also sharing our knowledge and expertise with other people. But the main goal is to just streamline the self-employment in the music industry, because I think that's a really important thing to do right now.